No, you.
No, I'm not gonna crush my freaking can.
Hey guys, welcome to Talking About Caffeine, episode 129, season 6, episode 39. We are still blowing up stuff, but this is the three of us today.
Yep.
Don't know where Snick is. I guess he's doing retro racing stuff.
Maybe.
And not sure where Brandon is. He's probably doing stuff too. But you got Games for Us and MarioTube here for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah, still not fully graduated.
Well, before the podcast started, we were arguing about weeks.
Mm-hmm. And yes, the topic name week argument is wordplay. Anyways, basically, our argument consisted of when does the week start? So, I'm not really sure how we were supposed to begin this while we were in an argument, like in the middle of it.
Basically, me and MarioTube think it starts on Sundays, and Games for Us says it starts on Mondays.
Ha! I figured it out.
What?
Monday's the first day of the week.
Let me guess. Google said it, right?
No. The international standard said it.
Whatever. International standards of what?
Of the time and date.
I still say Sunday.
What? What the fuck are you talking about? More like international standards of getting beamed.
But how can you have 2 weekends? Only the weekend only ends on one day. So if Saturday,
the week is starting to end on Saturday and it actually ends on Sunday. So it's like slowly going into it.
I still go for the bookshelf idea. The 2 ends of the week on each side.
But in that case, Sunday would mean the start. Sunday would be a start and not an end. It would not be an end of the week.
But it's called a bookend. You ever heard of a bookend?
Yes, but
they're
nobody can. But why would a week be considered a bookend? Like you read from left. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, and all that is Latin.
Like a bookshelf. Like a bookshelf. The book ends. They're called the end of a bookshelf. It's called the end. From
okay,
each
but
side.
you read from left to right, so it's
unless you're to Japan and you read from right to left. Damn. Well, there you go.
In Japan, even if it would be the same, it'd be different. So
what? So both ends are the weekend.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. But that's not that. But if they read it from right to left, it would still start on Saturday and it would go back because the weeks would be in a different place.
Okay. Okay. No, that's wrong. That is wrong because
Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday,
no, that is wrong. That is wrong because you're assuming that they use the American time standard. So it wouldn't be Saturday, Friday, Thursday. It'd be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday because that's how they fucking read their language. You don't read a manga that's in English and the English words are backwards, do you?
That's what I'm trying to say, except it's the opposite.
How would it be different though? The layout would still be the same. It would be a fucking line.
Exactly.
Am I wrong? Like
no.
Well, how else could they show a week besides a stick? You know.
Listen. Okay. Say on English you read left from right, right? You go Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. When Vandalia said they read backwards, so it would be the other way. That's wrong because that would mean they would start from Sunday going backwards into Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday.
But that's how they read their language. It does make sense.
No, they don't read their language like that. They don't read their language backwards a word at a time. They read their language.
So how do you read manga then? So how do you read manga then?
Forward.
How do you read manga?
If you the first word, right, would be starting on the right, and it'll just be going. It's more so mirrored than it is backwards. It's not it's like a word and then you read it going from right to left. It's not that the word is backwards. It's not like you start a book saying the end. You start a book saying from the start.
Okay,
like every other
yeah,
book.
that's what I'm trying to say. You're taking my words way too literally. Like, you read it backwards. Oh, so the word is flipped. No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, but
where is
like
my chat window?
Like
what the hell?
That means that my point is still standing.
No, no.
My point is still standing.
No, that doesn't mean shit. All that means is that you fucking misunderstood me.
Okay, tell me what does Japan think of their weeks then? If it's using the same calendar. If they're reading backwards, tell me, what would it still be? It would still be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay, now I think the Sunday started from everyone started the Sunday because I think it's more of like a Jewish Christian thing because in the Bible
it's Roman.
What? But yeah, Roman too. But yeah, but I guess but the week for them in the Old Testament was Saturday.
Oh, okay.
The beginning of the week was Sunday. I used to go to this stuff a lot. Yeah, in the week it was Saturday in the Jewish calendar, and that's according to some people, you know. But yeah, that's how I think the longest time. That's how many people started the week. It was Sunday to Saturday.
Oh, but I still think it's Monday. When is the weekend? As the first day of the week varies in different cultures, so does the weekend. The Christian or Western world marks Sunday as their last day of the week, while Muslims refer to Friday as their last day of the week, and the Jewish count Saturday as the last day of the week. So it's different depending how it is, but the 7 days are still the same. And apparently some calendars have 53 weeks in a year, which doesn't make sense, but okay. It says the 7 days of the week, and guess what's number one? Number one is Monday.
Okay, first I'm trying to figure out how people in Japan, I don't know why I said it like that. I was about to say Japanese and almost fucked up there. But anyways, I'm trying to figure out how Japanese read their fucking calendars first off.
Just search Japanese calendar.
I did, and I can't read fucking Japanese, goddammit.
Did you use your eyes? First day of the week. It's secure. Monday is the first day of the week according to international standard.
Okay.
But in Japan, it's counted as the second day.
So in Japan, Sunday's the first day of the week.
Yeah, but in U.S., Monday. If you search what is officially the first day of the week, every single source says either Monday or Sunday. Literally every source says that.
So, see, Sunday is the first day of the week.
It says Monday or Sunday. It's both.
What? Okay, yeah, so we're both right then.
Yeah, but Adam is less right than me.
No.
But two against one. So you're outvoted. You're outvoted.
I'm sure there are many other people who agree that Monday is.
But they're not part of this podcast, so they don't count.
It doesn't.
In my heart.
Okay, first off, how can I be less right if they're fully both right?
I was joking, Adam.
Maybe you were, but was I?
No, you.
Dab's back.
I wish people in chat right now take sides in this argument.
excited.
Where are you, chat people?
Here's what I think. Technically, the week should start on Sunday because 7 days is a week, so therefore Sunday through Saturday is 7 days, which counts as a week. In terminology of school/work, Monday through Friday is a week, Saturday and Sunday are weekend. However, that shouldn't define when the week would technically really start. It's just saying, oh, a week portion of the week is workday, and a weekend portion of a week isn't workday or school day or whatever.
That's what I was saying. They're the ends of each. That's what I was. Sorry, as I was saying, they're the ends of each week at each end of the week.
Okay, but
Saturday's the one end of the week and Saturday's the other end of the week.
But yet, Adam, you said 7 days. That's true for any number of the days on the week. Like, Monday through Sunday is also 7 days. Tuesday through Monday is also 7 days. All of that is still 7 days. It's just how you look on it, how you look at it. In different cultures actually see it as Friday the last day, and whatever else would be the first day of that. So Thursday, they think like, I think they think that Saturday is the first day and Friday is the last day in some countries. It just depends on where you live. But on America, apparently it's either Sunday or Monday. So
actually, the better question is, why does it even matter?
I don't know. You're the one who had the topic. So
well, I mean, no. I just said we should make it a topic because we talked about it for like 5 minutes straight. So therefore, yeah.
That we were just talking about it because we were trying to figure out if Vandalia has enough time to do the episodes for the podcast in the year.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we were arguing.
So, but even if even if Sunday is in the week, or back to that topic again, even if it doesn't matter if Saturday or Sunday is the end, Tuesday and Saturday are still on the same week. So either way, that your point was, it's still 1 week, not a week and a half. You said every week and a half.
Wait, for the podcast?
Yes, Tuesday and Saturday. That's 1 week, not 2 week and a half.
He does have a point.
It's either way.
In fact, actually, technically, you couldn't. I mean, in general standards, you couldn't really have half a week.
Say if the last day of the year is on a Thursday, and you had one podcast left in order to reach that limit.
Okay, if the last day was a Thursday, then what would that be?
You'd have one podcast short. You'd do one podcast short.
I guess we'll get to that when we get to it then.
But yeah, I was trying to figure that out, and then I said something about Monday being the start, and then you started saying how I agree that Sunday is. So, have you associated colors with days of the week? Like when I was little, I always associated Monday with blue, Tuesday with. What would I associate Tuesday with? I would associate Tuesday with like red, Wednesday with pink, Thursday with green, Friday with yellow, and Saturday and Sunday with orange. That's what I associated the days of the week with.
You guys ever do the thinking of days of the week, or actually months of the year? You ever learn the knuckle trick in elementary school for the months?
What the hell, knuckle trick?
I'll teach it to you.
Oh no. You're lucky that I'm letting you do this to me because I'm still technically in school, so.
Knuckles. Chuckles.
Now, you know the dates of the month this year, September 31, otherwise are 30 days, right?
Yeah.
Well, alright, here's how it goes. Alright. Let's see. January, a big knuckle. Then the area there is February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. See the grooves in your skin between your knuckles are like what's the word? The plus the 30 or 28 days, and the big bumps are your 31 days.
You know what I don't get?
Interesting.
You know what I never get, or never got when I was little? I never got why the year started in the middle of the season, rather than in the middle of, you know, some, like...
Well, again, it's a culture thing. And, like, in some cultures, the year begins in spring. But since we go by Roman thing, the beginning of the year was January.
Yeah, and January is like, what, in the middle of winter, or the start of winter?
Yeah, but like in Jewish cultures, the year begins in spring, or like March.
Yeah, I always felt like the year would start like when spring starts.
And
that's how I thought it would be when I was little, but no, instead we have like this weird wonk.
Like I said, there is in some cultures. And in fact, December used to be there used to be 10 months of the year, because December, the end of the year, is DEC means 10 in Latin, Deca, and then they added they added July and August for the two emperors, Julius Caesar and Augustus. They're like, here you go, you guys get a month now. Now it's 12 months. Happy birthday.
In that case, why is dodeca 12 and not 20? Because wouldn't dodeca mean 210? Or does it mean like a second?
Deca means 10.
So dodeca, wouldn't that mean 210?
I have no idea. I would know it means deca means 10. I have no idea. I'm not a Latin expert.
Yeah, dodeca is considered 12.
Well, I don't think it really matters, because isn't Latin a dead fucking language?
Well, English is off of Latin, so...
Doesn't mean Latin is dead.
Actually, English is more off German than... English is more a German thing than Latin.
Isn't it a mix?
Yeah, a little bit of mix, I guess, but yeah. But it has more German origins. Latin is more of Italian, French, Spanish, and every other Europe but German and England.
Jesse, I thought you were gonna say, isn't it Mexican?
Mexican is Spanish, and Spanish is Latin.
No, I thought Spanish and Italian were like considered love languages. Because like there's a certain like. I thought
French was the love language.
No, they're considered. There's French, Italian, and Spanish, and I don't think German is, but they're very similar languages to each other. So they're called like Romance languages.
Oh, I know. This is a different topic now.
Well, it's because like they have like the male and female, and they have similar rules, and like if you see Italian and Spanish side by side, they look very similar. Like if you could count to 10 in Spanish, then you could almost basically count to 10 in Italian. Like it's almost the exact same thing.
Like I said, yeah, Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese all had their roots in Latin.
And English,
maybe, and I think Latin had their roots in Greek.
Thing is though, did Latin ever have masculine and feminine? Because if Latin didn't have masculine and feminine, just like English, then would English be more closely resembled to Latin?
Actually, Latin only died very recently, I think, because at least for the rich people, and poor people it was dead language, but rich people, for the longest time, like only rich people and church people could read Latin. And that's what I think was written in Latin, so only if you're rich you can read it. If you're poor, you're out of fucking luck.
Oh. Then never mind. Latin has 3 gender-specific nouns and adjectives. Latin has masculine, feminine, or neuter. So
neutered?
No, it's just called neuter, as in like neutral, but it's like N-E-U-T-E-R, so like neuter.
Yeah, and apparently fucking English has 5 million, maybe infinite versions of genders, because fucking SJW shit. But does that mean English is the most complex of them all?
Apparently Latin could have more than 1 gendered words, which is weird.
What do you mean? Like a variation of a gender, or another way of saying one gender?
Okay, so like in Spanish, words that end with an A are feminine, right? Most of the time, if you're a male, then you won't say words that end in an A, except for agua, except for like.
Oh, damn! I don't know if Vendetta just put it in the chat, or if it was there for a long time. But on my thing, it just came through. Vendetta Records said, "I think Sunday is the start, so it's 3 versus 1." Lol.
Well, you see, you are all 1/3 of me, so just kidding.
No, you.
I don't. Oh, exactly.
So, did you guys take languages in school? I did take Spanish in 5th grade and French in 6th grade.
Well, I've taken Spanish 3 years in a row, but I'm still in Spanish 1.
Actually, I take Latin. I actually took Latin in 7th grade.
In middle school, in 6th grade, in 7th grade and in 8th grade, I took Spanish. But we learned so little in the classes because the classes were filled with such bad students that I didn't learn anything. So then I took Spanish 1 in high school and actually learned stuff. But anyways, yeah.
For me, I considered it, though I basically told myself, if I was going to learn a language, it's got to be Japan, because I do want to visit Japan and look at all the quirky stuff that they have, like the Poke Center, for example, or maybe like a cafe based off of something, like a Kirby Cafe, for example.
Actually, I want to learn Japan just so I can watch the original dubs of stuff, of things that I'm trying to saying. Not having to read subtitles.
But
I know that,
wait, I wasn't done. But 2 things occurred when I was signing up for classes for my senior year. Either A, they didn't have a Japan class, or B, they did. However, I was more intrigued in something else because I figured that a skill would, other than learning Japan, would probably be more beneficial. And plus, if I put, oh, I learned Japanese in my fucking, what do you call those things that you sign up for jobs with? Resumes? Yeah, resumes. Even if I put, oh, I learned Japan, or...
You said Japan 7 times in a row, and I've been sitting here trying to say...
Wait, what? I said that multiple times?
You said it like 7 times. You said like, you know, when I went to try to sign up classes for Japan, I blah blah blah. When I wanted to learn Japan so I could go to Japan, and I'm just like...
And only one of those times I actually noticed it. Holy shit. Wow, okay, well anyways, I can't put I learned Japanese in a resume because while it would technically have me count as bilingual, there's no fucking Japanese person from Japan coming to America. Like, let's be honest. When was the last time you saw a Japanese person in America? Because for me, that would be never.
I've seen a few
that spoke Japanese, like their first language was Japanese, and they were from Japan.
Yes. Anyways,
wow.
You should consider learning Australian, Adam.
Why?
Oh, it's not English, but with accent. It's not Australian, it's English.
Yeah, you should consider learning Canadian as well.
Why?
Unless you're French Canadian, that's French.
Yeah, French Canadian.
Like Quebec.
You know
Quebec is French.
Fuck you, Jesse. I'm learning British English. Britain English.
You gotta call fries chips then. Fish and chips, governor.
You could say chips. You have to say torch instead of flashlight. You have to spell color and honor with the U.
Yeah, I think I've actually done that in school before. It's spelled color non-American, and they didn't have a problem with it. I've
done that with the word honor and color before. The only problem with it is, what if you're in like 3rd grade and you're in a spelling bee and they ask you to spell color? Like, what would happen?
Don't forget gray. That was another one.
Gray?
Yeah, gray is spelled 2 different ways, with an A or an E. So, for example, you could spell it Grey or Gray. I don't know which one's which, though. Let me see. Gray versus Gray. Okay, there it goes.
I always spelled it with an E.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let me see here. Okay, however, Gray with an A is the more popular spelling in the US, while Gray with an E reigns supreme in the UK. Both of the spellings are accepted in the English language, though. So I guess technically, if you were in a spelling bee, if you spelled Gray as in Grey, then they wouldn't have a problem with it, I guess. Unless they specified it.
I guess it depends on if your spelling bee is in England or America.
I guess.
Well, I guess it depends sometimes. I guess it also depends because there's different words for different things. You just say what the word is, I guess, because like there's Sunday and the Sunday like the week thing, and there's Sunday like the dessert. They're spelled differently.
Yeah, and then what also irks me about English is that, in writing, words are spelled one way, but in actually speaking the language, it's pronounced differently. So,
you know what
a good example.
How they teach us how I before E is always true, but in reality, it's not always true. There are some words that actually have E before I.
Yeah, there's a thing that says I before E, except after C, and like neighbor, and I guess the words like neighbor.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? I don't even know what the hell that means. All I know is that if I fucking know how to spell a word, I'm fucking spelling the correct word. God damn it, what the fuck is... Just learn how it's spelled, not this I before E, unless after C, but only if there's half of a Z. Like, what the fuck? Just shut up and let me be.
That's a rhyme I learned in elementary school.
Yeah, it's in elementary school. They teach you it for like 4 years, even though like the word caffeine, like talking time with caffeine, you have to spell caffeine with an E before an I, and there's an F before the E. So yeah,
it's overly fucking complicated. That's what.
Welcome to America, Mario. Welcome to America.
No, welcome to American English language with fucking bullshit.
By the way, Adam, I'm learning Japanese right now, so...
Really? I know, like, very, very little, like, a couple words, and that's it.
I also know a tiny bit of sign language. I know how to say elephant, reading, and the word spit, so...
I'm not gonna lie. Sign language is probably the second most useful language to be bilingual with. Spanish, I'd argue, would be the most important one because there's so many more Spanish people in America, or Spanish-speaking people in America, compared to people that are bilingual. Probably because of the fact that people don't need sign language if they're not deaf. So.
You know what's funny? There's actually a difference between Mexican Spanish and Spain Spanish. Like, in Spain, they say, like, y'all, like American y'all, and, like, stuff like that. Like, they have, like, that version of y'all for Spain.
I didn't know there was two different Spanishes.
There's a bunch of different versions of Chinese and different versions of Spanish. I mean, there's two different versions of English. I almost said American. There's two different versions of English, technically. So.
Well, yeah, Britain English and American English. There you go.
Yeah, except in Spanish, there's like an entire different section of how you spell words. So.
But speaking of going from spelling to talking, you know how we have like different dialects in America, but apparently in England they have like 20 different dialects or more. It's a smaller country, but they have the dialects they have like 50 or 60 different dialects or accents.
I always thought America had a lot of different dialects.
Not really.
Like, yeah, Montana and like southern U.S. has a different speaking. Like, they say soda pop instead of Coke. Some people just say soda, some people say suds. And, like, in New York, you have, like, a slightly Italian accent, like in New York. And in Brooklyn, you have, like, more of a deep, I guess, like, deep speaking. And, like, over in the East Coast, you have a different way of speaking, and it's more soft. I don't know.
Jesse, the soda versus... Speaking of the soda versus pop thing, I actually just remembered one event when I was little where I was in this area. It was like a school setting, might have been a preschool or something, and I remember something about us. What the hell? What is that? Oh, a cheer. Bandana Records cheered X4. I don't know what X4 means, but he did.
4 bits.
Oh.
It's 4 bits.
Nice.
Times 4!
Yeah, sorry, alerts aren't very customized right now. They're really fucking generic. That's gonna be changed soon. More personal. Anyways, as I was saying, so it might have been like a preschool thing, and let's see. I don't know what prompted the staff member to say this, but they said something about pop, and because they said pop, that prompted me to respond with, what is pop? This is soda.
Pop on pop.
Like, this isn't pop, this is soda.
This is not father, this is Coca-Cola. You know what I don't get?
Like people call...
Why is it... You know what I don't get? Why is Coca-Cola, like the regular Coca-Cola, spelled Coca-Cola, but Diet Coca-Cola is just Diet Coke? Why is that?
Because in '86 they did a thing called, in '86 they did an experiment called, we're gonna make a new Coke, we'll call it New Coke, and everyone hated it, so you go back to Coca-Cola Classic.
Yeah, but like they kept Diet Coke. Like, they never bothered to change it to Diet Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. And isn't there a regular Coke? Wasn't there ever a regular Coke?
Yeah, there was. It was just like a new Super Mario Brothers, but Coke. So.
Yeah. Did you know apparently in the 1800s Coke was made from cocaine?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Coke leaves. Did you know hats had mercury lining and people would go crazy wearing hats? And that's why the phrase.
So that's why your main character in Animal Crossing is crazy, because that's the kind of bullshit. Except it's a hot dog. So.
Yeah, the plastic hot dog I wear in my head is lined with mercury. Yeah, of course. It's more so probably lined with chloric acid. So.
Wow.
So what is it? Okay, quick question, Mario. When you moved from Colorado to Phoenix, did the pop change to soda, or soda change to pop, or did they stay the same?
No, there was no change at all. I mean, I've never heard of like one part of America saying it's soda and then another part of America saying it pop. That sounds kind of stupid. To me, it sounds more like a personal preference, but it might be a American versus British thing again. Let me see. Soda versus pop. What the fuck is going on here?
Different sections of the country.
What? Oh my fucking god! Soda is the term for it on the northeastern coast, and pop is the word in the Midwest. What the hell? So that's literally what's going on? The fuck? Just call it fucking soda. That's what the fucking soda companies calls it. What do you call? You call soda companies pop companies?
Soda pop.
Oh, in Tennessee they call it Coke. I think it's Coke in Tennessee.
Fucking Jesus Christ, dude. Let me look up Coke now.
Lots of terminology changed from moving from New Mexico to Colorado. I could teach you the weird Spanglish. I'm gonna call it Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Even though most of the Spanish is actually wrong, and I told my mom, like, hey, that's not actually how you say this. And she's like, oh, I meant this.
House of TV says Saturday starts the week.
What?
Oh. Anyways, so we had this word. Okay, so there's this word in New Mexico called shay. It's just S-H-A-Y. It just means like. Okay, so it's like somebody says a crazy story, and then the other person responds, "Oh, shay." So it's like one of those things where you're just supposed to know what it means. Like, I guess it's just like a response. It's just a word that. Okay. Shay basically just means like, oh, that's crazy. Like, that's basically what that means.
Okay, listen to this. Apparently, Coke can be a programming language. According to Wikipedia, it is. Also, there's Coke County, Texas. And there's also an album called Coke. There's also people with first names or surnames as Coke. One of which is spelled K-O-C-H, and every other one is C-O-K-E. Let's see.
There's some people who have Coke.
There's also a fuel called Coke for some reason. There's petroleum Coke, Coca-Cola. There's also Cola, which is any soft drink similar to Coca-Cola, and it's also a generic name for a soft drink. Wait, what? Wait a minute. What is that? Wait, what is it saying? Is it saying that Cola is a generic name or Coke is a generic name? Because if Coke is, then that makes no sense. Why isn't it Cola?
I meant Cola as in Coca-Cola-esque products, as in RC Cola, like, you know, that type of thing. Like, that's a cola.
Yeah,
but like Dr. Pepper, that's a cola, since it's like brown and suddy tasting. But like when it says that Coke is a generic name for soda in general, it means that somebody could call Mountain Dew Coke, or somebody could just say like grape soda, that could also be Coke, or Mountain, or you know, root beer, that could also be Coke. You know, like Coke is just a different name for soda, and cola could be a different name for like the brown suddy tasting type of Coke.
I mean, I guess, but also another thing about soda. Why is there legitimately off-brands that have, like, okay, there's Dr. Pepper, and then there's, like, what the fuck do they call it? Yeah, Mr. Pibb. Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb, they fucking taste the same, but there's, like, nothing against them. Like,
did you know there's an off-brand of Frosted Flakes literally called Frosted Flakes?
Well, it's like 7-Up and Sprite and Slice and Sierra Mist and all the clear soda.
Discontinued? What the fuck? What do you mean discontinued?
Canada Dry.
What?
Anyways, I'm learning Japanese with an app right now. So, television, coffee camera. These are Japanese language. They're almost identical in appearance with Chinese characters, yet with completely different pronunciation and denotations.
Wait a fucking minute. No way. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bye. Bye, person. Here we are.
I tried to kick him out as fast as I could. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I wasn't saying anything, I was reading.
Okay.
Okay. According to Wikipedia, Pibb Extra, formerly called Mr. Pibb, is a soft drink marketed by the Coca-Cola Company.
Yep. It's just Coca-Cola's version of Dr. Pepper. Coca-Cola owns a lot of things. Coca-Cola owns freaking the Arrowhead water. So, yeah. If you go through their site, you can see what all they own.
What the hell? Dr. Pepper Snapple Group Incorporated? When the fuck was that? Why did I never hear of these things?
So many soft drinks and liquids are under one company, even though they look completely different and you would think they're different products. They're different products, but they're under one company, which is really
Pepsi, either Pepsi or Coke.
Yeah, there's the Pepsi company, the Coke company, or the Dr. Pepper thing.
Isn't Dr. Pepper owned by Pepsi or Coke?
No. He just said that Mr. Pibb was owned by Coca-Cola, and Pepsi isn't Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, Dr. Pepper Snapple Inc. or Group or whatever. Here are their brands: 7-Up, A&W Root Beer, by Antioxidant Impulsion. I'm sorry, these images are kind of smallish. Canada Dry, Clamato. Isn't that like some fucking alcoholic drink? Crush Orange.
What?
Fuck? What the fuck is this? Okay, no, what is this? Deja Blue? Oh, what the hell? Deja Blue. Fuck. It's fucking water. Wow.
It's water. And here I was thinking it was something like new. Like I was here thinking it was like blue raspberry soda, but no, it's water.
There's also Diet Right.
Also, apparently, Dr. Pepper is owned both by PepsiCo and the Coca-Cola Company, and it also has its own manufacturer called Dr. Pepper Snapple, so it's owned by 3 different companies, which is really strange.
Alright, well, continuing down the list, of course, Dr. Pepper, Hawaiian Punch, Hires Root Beer, is that IBC? Well, let me see what this is. Yeah, IBC. It's like a list of sodas, like a line of sodas, I guess. What the fuck? Actually, wait a minute. I just realized if I can figure out information for these individual ones, then let me see. Clamato. This spicy drink was an innovator. Its invention resulted in creation of an entire new category in blended juices called seafood blends. Oh, seafood blends, eh? Right. Anyways, I can't even read this unless I click on it. What the fuck is this? Margaritaville.
That's tequila and lime. That's lime tequila.
Great. We also got fucking your boy Mott's, the fucking apple juice drink. Don't they own applesauces too, or some? Well, not they, but isn't it applesauce too?
Wait, what? I don't think a company owns applesauce.
Well, no, because the Dr. Pepper and Snapple group, it has one of their brands as Mott's.
Mott's? Yeah, Mott's makes applesauce. They create applesauce. But they don't, create, the applesauce. They just create a version of applesauce, so...
Yeah, right here it says Mott's applesauce. There's also Mott's organic applesauce, Mott's unsweetened applesauce, and then cinnamon strawberry. Okay, wait a minute. How the fuck? I never understood this. How can you have a strawberry applesauce? I mean, cinnamon I can understand. Unsweetened, sure. Organic, I thought it was already organic to begin with. But fucking strawberry applesauce. Then there's pear, berry, peach, cherry berry fruit and veggie snack, peach apple fruit and veggie snack. Oh my fucking... Blueberry unsweetened applesauce, formerly Healthy Harvest. Oh my fucking god. Mott's Granny Smith unsweetened applesauce. Are you fucking... You know, what? I'm done reading these. Anyways, going down the other list of brands here. Mr. and Mrs. T. Made from premium quality ingredients, Mr. and Mrs. T delivers delicious, made-from-scratch tastes in every pour. So what is it?
Yeah, what is it? It's just like, oh, it tastes like Mr. T. It tastes like iced tea. And I'm just like, what? Anyways...
I have no idea, but there is margarita mixes, so maybe it's alcoholic.
Do you want to know something that was really funny?
Sure, but there's a lot more down the list to go, so...
Me and my family got an off-brand Dr. Pepper, and on the bottle, it was like Dr. K, like that's what they called it.
Oh my God, Dr. K.
I remember Dr. K. Oh, used to be at Sam. You ever guys have a Sam's Club?
Can I finish? Because we're going like triple stories in. Anyways, the Dr. K on the bottle, it said undescribably delicious, and I'm just like, tastes like Dr. Pepper. But then I'm just like, wait a second, what does Dr. Pepper actually taste like? And then I just say like, so like, okay, Adam, describe Dr. Pepper. Tell me what it tastes like.
Like
fuck.
caffeine.
I don't know.
It tastes like football. I don't know. I don't know how to describe Dr. Pepper either.
It tastes like football. Well, you know, now that you mention that, it doesn't help that some cans of Dr. Pepper look like a goddamn football. So...
It tastes like football.
I mean, I guess it tastes... I mean, I wouldn't necessarily... It tastes exactly like sweet, but... I mean, it does have a sweet-like flavor, but not the kind you'd think, I guess.
I heard somebody say that it tastes like caramel taffy, and I'm just like, I guess caramel, kind of, but it's not like as sweet as caramel, and it's not bitter. Like, I don't know. Dr. Pepper is weird.
And it was going...
Raspberry, when I asked them what it tastes like, and I'm just like, what? Raspberry?
Hey, do you know? There's also, besides soda, off the topic of soda fast, there's also the Hershey Company and the M&M Company for candy.
Aren't they owned by Nestle though?
I'm not sure. Maybe Nestle's a third company.
I think Hershey's is by Nestle, but I don't know about M&M or the other one you mentioned.
M&M and Mars is one company. I think Hershey's another company. I think Nestle's a third company. Maybe. Maybe Nestle owns, but I think Hershey's a bigger company than Nestle.
Nestle's kind of messed up. You want to know what Nestle did once? Nestle in undeveloped countries, like parts of Africa and stuff, they created like this type of like breast milk thing where you have to add water. But see, the thing is, in those undeveloped countries, they don't have clean water. So what they did is they sold bottled water next to the breast milk that they needed, and they overcharged for the water. So they basically held a monopoly in breast milk and water, which was really, really messed up.
Yeah, Nestle's a third company, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Here's my Nesquik. My Nesquik.
What's better, Nesquik or okay, do you use syrup or powder to make your chocolate?
Powder.
I prefer...
Do you have chocolate milk?
Well, I say whichever one I get first. I do both.
I always use syrup, but to me it doesn't really matter. They both taste the same.
Well, see, so. the problem though is that syrup is fucking ridiculous because you have to add so much syrup just to actually get the fucking chocolate taste. Jesus Christ! And meanwhile, with Nestle powder, you just add 2 scoops of a spoon in your drink, mix it up, and then if, like, most of the time it's good at that point, but if you still need more, then 1 more scoop should do the trick, and there you go. And with powder, it's a lot more faster, it seems like. With syrup, you have to have a lot of it to get it to actually turn the chocolate milk. So powder is so much better.
For me, syrup has a better chocolate taste than powder. Like, when I drink the powder, it has like sections that taste like chocolate and sections that taste like regular milk. It's like divided up.
Well, if that's the case, either you don't mix it or you don't add enough of it. That's your problem.
No, like, I experiment almost every time where I get powder. I have a tablespoon, so it's those really big spoons. I have like 2 tablespoons, not chocolatey enough. I add like 1, taste it, maybe add another half of a tablespoon, taste it, and that's where I find it acceptable. But with syrup, I eventually just like squeeze it for like, I'd say like 4 seconds. Then I stop squeezing it, spin it, and then the milk turns super, super dark. That's another thing. When you add powder, the chocolate milk is always very light, but with syrup, you can make it like super dark and super like chocolatey. like where it almost tastes like you're drinking like Hershey's Kisses, but that's when you go overboard.
Well, okay, what do you... Okay, then let me ask you this. What do you use when you use the syrup? Do you use, like, Hershey syrup or what?
Yeah, I use Hershey syrup. Usually. So, yeah,
what kind of milk do you drink?
Milk, kind of milk.
Well, no, what kind of milk do you drink, or do you not know?
I'm pretty sure, I don't think it's 2%.
What color is the cap? What color is the cap? The color of the cap? Yeah, what is the color of it?
Well, see, we either get blue cap or red cap.
Blue? So, okay, I'd have to look up what red cap is, but blue cap, I'm pretty sure if it's not blue, it's purple, but I think blue is 2%. Let me look it up. Blue cap milk, what is that?
I think red cap is 1%. So we either drink 1% or 2%. And when I had syrup, then I had red cap. Currently we have blue cap, but when I had the syrup, we had red cap. So base it off of red cap and not blue cap. These are some weird topics today.
Yeah, give me a moment. I'm looking this up.
Deja vu. I've just been in this place.
Yeah, I mean, you know I can't spell Matt.
Matt. Also,
House of TV. His name's Matt.
Okay, Okay, this is only one source, and I don't know when it was written. It's a .com source, so take it as you will, pretty much. And according to this one source I've found so far, it's not standardized, but generally, red cap is whole milk, purple cap is reduced fat 2% milk, green is low fat 1% milk, light blue is skim milk, brown cap is chocolate milk, pink cap is strawberry milk, yellow cap is buttermilk, I never heard of that one, orange cap is half and half, again, never heard of it.
Never heard of buttermilk before?
You never heard of half and half?
Well, I've heard of half and half, but, I mean, unless they mean in a different kind of, like, not in the sense that it looks like a milk jug is what I'm trying to say. Like, I've heard of half and half, but if they mean from an actual milk jug, then no, I've never heard of such thing.
I'm pretty sure I'm looking at red cap and it just says whole milk. So yeah, it's whole milk. So yeah, I had chocolate whole milk.
Well, also, I might as well finish this list real quick. Yellow cap, yeah, buttermilk, I never heard of that. And magnetic cap, whipping cream. Wait a fuck, what?
Magnetic?
Whipping cream isn't even milk! It's just fucking whipping cream!
Wait, you can put whipped cream inside of a gallon? Inside of a gallon?
Fucking, no. I've never seen a fucking magnetic cap that was just whipping cream. Don't fucking tell me bullshit like that, please.
That'd be disgusting. Imagine, like, you think it's milk, and you go to pour it, and it just comes out all chunky looking. You'd probably be disgusted if you didn't know it was whipped cream.
You know, I think we get back later. I think we should title this podcast #debates.
I think this is just like petty debates.
Argument. Petty debates.
Well, anyways, my point in that whole thing was to basically say that it might depend on milk, because if I do it with 2% reduced fat milk, then powder works way fine, but syrup just does not. So maybe syrup works better with whole milk and not with powder, but I don't know. I don't drink any other kind of milk. Actually, side note about myself, if I'm gonna drink 2% milk, it's gotta be flavored. I mean, I can drink it just by itself, but I can't drink too much of it, otherwise I'll think it tastes gross. And if I leave it sitting there for too long, then it'll taste gross as well. So it's got to be either flavored or it's got to be quick in small amounts.
You know what tastes bad? Almond milk.
Well, a good thing I never experienced it because I'm allergic to almonds.
Almond milk is whatever. Like, I don't think it tastes that bad. It tastes like it's like milk.
Chocolate almond milk tastes fine, but the non-chocolate almond milk tastes weird to me.
Actually,
have you ever just bought a gallon of chocolate milk? Like, instead of like white milk, it's just a gallon of chocolate milk. Like,
yeah.
Dude, that reminds me. There was a fucking store close by, and it was like a farmer's kind of store. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it was indoors, and this fucking place, they had these goddamn chocolate milk, but it was in a glass bottle, like a huge glass bottle, and apparently it was expensive because my parents didn't want to buy it for me after a certain point, but oh my fucking god, was it good. Like, it's like it was... It's like there's a difference between, you know, powdered slash syrup and you buy chocolate milk from a store. It's as though that there's an authentic and an unauthentic... I said that so fucking bad, but whatever. Authentic, not authentic versions of chocolate milk. It was interesting, but god damn was it good.
So there's like powdered syrup and pristine chocolate milk.
More like natural.
But yeah, you know what also tastes really good? Have you ever went to a store and seen the classic Mountain Dew made with real sugar in glass bottles?
Yeah, I drank that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, those Mountain Dews taste fresh. Really fresh Mountain Dews.
Yeah, I don't know if I like Mountain Dew as it is nowadays or the original formula. I mean, both are pretty good.
Yeah. There's also... What else?
Actually,
there's this type of...
Oh, sorry.
There's this really amazing underrated soda that we used to drink that came in a huge glass container. And it had a Spanish name, and I think it started with a G. And we used to get it, and you'd actually have to use a bottle opener to open the bottle. And it was, like, super delicious. Like, it had amazing orange soda, and then it had, like, this red type of soda. I forgot what the red soda tasted like, but the orange, like, soda tasted amazing. It's all because it was in a fancy glass bottle, that's why. If you see a liquid in a fancy glass bottle at a store, 99 out of 100 chance it's probably going to taste really good. Is what I'm getting out of it. Except for skim milk. Skim milk is always gross.
Okay, I'm gonna try and find this soda that you're talking about.
It's always like really out of the way. It's always like on the bottom shelf. It's always like...
Did it have a face on it?
Yes, it has a face, and it starts with the G.
Is it goody?
It's with the J, I meant.
Oh, it starts with a J.
Yes.
Good job. You mistook J with G.
Sorry, I always do that.
How do you always do that?
I don't know. I'm like, oh, my name's spelled G-E-S-S-E, and then they're like, what? And I'm just like, yeah, J-E-S-S-E, and they're like, you just said what? And I'm like, oh.
Oh my god.
So.
Good job, Jesse. I mean, Jesse.
Like, there's like some people who say H and H.
I fucking hate that shit. H. No, it's H, not H. Like, what the fuck?
Hate you. I hate you.
I hate you so much.
And I'm serious, I will try and find this goddamn soda that you're talking about.
Okay. Soda that starts with J and in glass bottle. It's a really chunky looking glass bottle too.
Is like it Jones?
It's not like no, it's not Jones. It's like a Spanish name. It's like J-U maybe? J-U something.
So it was a Mexican soda.
It wasn't Mexican. It just had like a Spanish name, but it could have been Mexican. So.
Well, it's entirely possible that it's most. I mean, Mexican sodas are typically in glass bottles, so... What the fuck, Doritos?
Doritos, that's what they were, I think.
Doritos? Doritos! Jesus Christ. That sounds like a knockoff of Doritos. Doritos. It's even spelled like a fucking Dorito, but with an A.
It's Jarritos. Doritos.
Yep,
Jarritos.
found it. And it is a Mexican soda, according to Wikipedia.
Juan Francisco El Guerrero founded Jarritos in 1950. So, if you ever see Jarritos, give it a try because they're actually pretty good. But you need a bottle opener. So,
according to this, Doritos is made in fruit flavors and is less carbonated than popular soft drinks made in the United States or Canada. Many Doritos varieties are naturally flavored. The word Jarrito means little jug in Spanish and refers to the Mexican tradition of drinking water and other drinks in clay pottery jugs. Jarritos come in 12.5 and 20-ounce glass and plastic, as well as 1.5-liter bottles. Jesus Christ.
Pristine Mexican soda.
Mexican soda is generally pristine.
I think Mexican soda just means they use sugar instead of corn syrup.
Corn. There's so many different words for sugar, it's ridiculous. Sugar. Corn.
Well, it's not different thing, it's different, they make different ways. There's corn syrup, there's
like
there's maple syrup, there's sugar.
You know what really suck? You know what really suck? If you were allergic to corn. Like, imagine how many things you would not eat because if it had cornstarch or like corn powder. Like, just imagine how much stuff you wouldn't be able to eat. You wouldn't be able to eat tortillas. You wouldn't be able to drink most soft drinks.
Unless it's sugar instead of corn syrup.
Yeah. You probably wouldn't be able to drink most chocolate milk except for True Moo. So.
Hauser TV says both syrup and powder are good.
Oh, according to the Doritos website, there are actually stores in my area that do sell them.
Are you gonna try to get a Dorito?
Oh.
Potentially.
Off topic real fast. Something I want to I want to hear your opinion. Something I want to hear your opinion on. I shared this with MarioTube earlier this week. Apparently, some SJWs now. Yeah, how was I say? They said people should get a baby's consent before they change their diapers.
Wait a minute. What'd you say? Something about sitting before something?
No, I said I shared this with you earlier. They're saying some people are saying that we should get a baby's consent before we change their diaper.
What? No.
I think I told that to Brandon yesterday. He had a fucking ridiculous reaction to it. I'm not sure if it was recorded or not. It might have been because I think he was streaming. So. Or Schnick was
people
streaming.
Who say that shouldn't have babies or don't have babies. So.
Like okay, little one, do you want your diaper changed? Say yes or no.
Well, no. Well, no. The video didn't say. Oh, you gotta wait for them to say yes or no. You gotta wait for their body language, and you have to be patient. That lets them know that their response matters.
What? But it's a good thing whether you change the diaper if they want it or not. It's like, it's a good thing for children to eat their vegetables whether they like it or not. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, maybe like, nah, I want to sit in my poop.
My God, dude.
Yeah. Spirit. Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for consent and stuff, but babies, you know, like, yeah.
Well, no, in that case, it's not even consent, it's a health matter.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go with science, or are you gonna go with SJW? Why isn't there SJW, okay, no. Why is there not an SJW political party? Or is there, and I just never heard of it? Because at this point, it might as well be a thing.
Let's look it up.
SJW political party.
There should be SJWs for SJWs, which is kind of what we are.
So elite SJ? No, we're anti-SJWs. You're referring to what we could call elite SJWs.
Elite, 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 elite. Now that's a supply drop. Anyways.
Now that's a supply drop. Faggot.
Yeah. And I can't find it on Google.
There's no such thing. Good.
I guess this is more like a movement than a actually political party.
Oh yeah. By the way, I never got to finish my list of brands that the company Dr. Pepper and Snapple Group owns. What?
That's one topic I had. Sorry, I did that real fast. That's the only topic I had. Was the stupid people again talking about babies.
Oh.
So what did we're finding it? What did Brendan say?
I'm not really sure if he said anything specific. All I remember is that he fucking like flipped out. That's literally all I remember. He flipped out about it.
I wish I was there.
Anyways, wait, I need to read this list because I was never done with this. Okay, going back with this Dr. Pepper. Oh my god, I butchered. Dr. Pepper and Snapple Group. Alright, here's the list. Here's a recap of it. 7-Up, A&W, by... What is this? By something. Oh, it's just by. Okay, great. Canada Dry, Clamato, Crush, Deja Blue, Diet Right, Dr. Pepper, Hawaiian Punch, Hires IBC, something that has to do with Margaritaville, Mott's Apple Sauce, what the fuck is this again? Mr. and Mrs. T, and
Mr. T
and Nantucket Nectars. Now we're back to what I was trying to continue. Oh, and Nantucket Nectars, fruit juices. Anyways, finally continuing the list. Orangina, orange pulp, a small bulbous bottle, and a vivid logo. Okay, whatever. What the fuck is this one? Oh, it has the squiggle. Okay. Pinafil? I don't know. What the hell? Pinafil Aqua. Oh, that's helpful. Pinafia Fresa. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? I have no idea. It has something to do with Mexico, though. There's like water and flavors, so I have no idea.
Pristine Mexican water.
There's also RC Cola. Does that really say what I think? Oh my fucking god. Real lemon. Real lemon.
Wait, I'm gonna say something real fast. There was this episode of Family Guy I saw where Brian was like really thirsty in the desert and he was crawling and he's like, oh, I think I see a Dr. Pepper machine, and he runs up to it and he's like, ah, it's just an RC Cola machine. He keeps on walking. Anyways,
the next is Real Lime. What is this one? What the fuck? Roses. If you know cocktails, you know roses. Behind the bar for over 140 years, whether a martini, mojito, or a classic cocktail, roses elevates any occasion. Okay, great. We have... What the fuck is this? The images are so small, so I have to click on a lot of them to read what it says. Schweppes? Really? Schweppes? The first soft drink can be traced as far back as the late 1700s, when Jacob Schweppe perfected his process for manufacturing the world's first carbonated beverage. Wait, I'm sorry. When Jacob Schweppe perfected his process for manufacturing the world's first carbonated beverage, mineral water. What the fuck?
Such an achievement.
And of course, Snapple. Squirt.
Yes, squirt. Yes. Squirt, squirt, squirtle, squirt, squirt, squirt.
Oh my god, there's a fucking drink just called straight up tea. Wow.
Just a letter?
Huh?
Just the letter T or TEA?
No, it says straight up tea. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I know what you're asking. TEA.
Oh.
I misunderstood what you were saying, but yeah, it's TEA.
We are T. It's copyrighted. If you say T, it's copyrighted.
It's like the language thing before. It's like 2, 2, and 2. TO, TOO, and TWO.
Jesus. Now there's also Stewart's. I guess it's soda. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Cookies and cream in a drink form? What?
Ew. It sounds weird.
Oh wait. Oh wait a minute. Oh, my bad. It's not cookies and cream. It's cherries and cream. My bad. I was gonna say, if it was cookies and cream, then I would have been like, God damn.
Liquid Oreos.
What the fuck? Stewart's was produced in bottles for the first time in 1990. Previously, Stewart's root beer was only available at Stewart's root beer stands and Stewart's drive-ins. Are you fucking kidding me? Drive-ins for a soda. Damn.
Oh, pristine.
And then...
That's really off the wall. Drive-in soda.
Yeah. Anyways, Sundrop, Sunkissed, Venom Energy. That sounds like a knockoff for Monster Energy.
There's so many energies.
Verner's. Without the Civil War, there would be... Without the Civil War, there would be no Verner's. What the fuck?
That sounds like a bad thing.
Before the oh, yeah, you're right, it does. Before the conflict began, James Verner, a Detroit pharmacist, had concocted a new drink. Oh, great! So, a fucking pharmacist was like, you know what, I'm gonna create a drink. Done.
Well, that's how most drinks were. Like, Coke and Pepsi used to be pharmacy things back in the day.
Oh, well, I guess.
That really does sound like a bad thing, though. It's like, if it wasn't for the Civil War, this drink wouldn't have been created. It's like, okay.
When
if
Verner...
the bomb had been dropped, people wouldn't have been dead. So...
When Verner was called off to war in 1862, he stored the secret mixture in an oak cask in his pharmacy. After returning from battle 4 years later, he opened his secret keg and found the drink inside had been transformed. What the fuck? And that's the end of the description. That is the end of the description. What the fuck does that mean?
It probably meant it was fermented. Probably run so long that it got like how grape juice turns into alcohol or wine eventually.
That sounds like a sci-fi thriller coming near you.
It's weird to me how grape juice becomes wine.
Yeah, that description's hilarious. It's like he opened the giant keg and then just the slime attacked him.
There's Verner's ginger soda, and get this, Verner's diet ginger soda, and that's it. Those are the only two options. Either you get regular or diet ginger soda. Your choice, bitch.
Ginger or diet ginge?
God damn. let's see. There's
one weird episode today.
Yeah, right. Continuing. There's you.
Thing, never stop learning. We're learning about pop tape apparently, and
there's Yoo-Hoo. Yoo-Hoo was created by Mr. Natalie Olivieri, I don't know how to pronounce that, in the 1920s. Ever since its creation, Yoo-Hoo has satisfied consumers with its unique and delicious chocolate drink taste.
I don't like Yoo-Hoo. Yoo-Hoo is disgusting.
You drink it?
Any chocolate milk that doesn't need to be refrigerated is not good for you.
I don't think it's milk. I don't think it's even milk. I think it's chocolate something.
Yeah, it's like chocolate water. That's basically what it tastes like. Chocolate like water. Chocolate, not milk. Chocolate goat cheese. Anyways, go.
Actually, goat cheese is pretty good. I've had goat cheese. Goat cheese is pretty good.
Goat cheese is amazing, but its name sounds funny. So
it's basically cheese made from goat milk.
Yeah.
Because all mammals have milk.
Chocolate goat milk made from real chocolate goats.
Like in Peru, they drink llama milk. Probably in the Middle East they drink camel milk, I guess.
Camel milk?
I guess there's cows over there.
I didn't know.
The only thing that I can find that's hinting at any kind of milk in it or some kind of dairy is the only two options that you get for flavors. You got chocolate drink and strawberry drink. And on apparently the strawberry drink, they chose to have a picture of like a fucking box, and it says rich in calcium and vitamin D.
It doesn't even say what that drink is. It's just like, oh, it's a concoction.
Oh, also another thing, the fucking logo for Yoo-Hoo looks like a 90s version of Nesquik logo, or maybe just the logo in general.
Yeah, it's yellow and it's brown, and it's like slanted sideways.
Speaking of Yoo-Hoo, did you guys ever use the Yoo-Hoo mail back in the day?
Yahoo mail, you mean?
Yeah.
Wow, Yoo-Hoo mail.
I wasn't alive, or I wasn't old enough to use the internet when people were using Yahoo regularly, so.
Man, I remember the good old days with AOL. Oh wait, I wasn't in the good old days. God damn it. Let's see. Then there's also some allied brands. We have for allied brands, we have All Sport energy drink, Big Red.
I thought that was a gum.
Big Red.
What is?
No, Big Red. There's Big Chew and Big Red. Big Red is like a red soda, and it's really weird.
I thought Big Red was gum.
It could be both. I mean, there's an off-brand Frosted Flakes, literally titled Frosted Flakes, so.
Do you want Frosted Flakes or do you want Frosted Flakes? I think it's either probably off-brand Frosted Flakes or I think they say Kellogg's Frosted Flakes or the other Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, it's like Stephen King's It or It.
They're both Stephen King's It, technically.
Then there's also Body Armor, which is like a drink for your body, I guess.
That's disgusting. I don't want to drink liquid armor.
Armor all.
Then there's also.
It sounds like Axe bottle.
There's
Axe bottle spray.
There's also Core. I think that's some kind of water, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Core is water. There's also Fiji water.
Ouija board.
Ouija board.
Wow.
There's Fruit 2O. High Brew Coffee. Okay. What is this? High Drive. It's water again. Oh my god. The picture they use is High Drive Energy Water Blue Raspberry 0 calories. Wait, what? With caffeine and vitamins.
How does something have no calories if it has vitamin? Like what?
Or caffeine.
Yeah.
Unless you're saying the water is 0 calories, which in that case, no fucking shit, it's 0 calories.
It's mutated water. Coming to theaters near you.
What the fuck? Okay, this next one is really confusing. Vendetta Records cheered 2 bits. So, it's called Nero. Nero drinks are functional drinks with a purpose at only 35 calories per bottle. Oh, thank God, they're functional drinks, everybody. Oh man, I don't know what I would have done if they weren't functional. Oh my God. Non-functioning drinks. Anyways.
So we're the first company to create a functional drink at exactly 35 calories.
Per bottle. Every Nero is vegan. What the fuck? Why does that matter? What the fuck? Every Nero is vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and kosher. And that's it. They just say "and kosher" at the end. What the fuck is kosher?
Kosher.
Oh, maybe. But what is it?
It means Jews and Muslims can eat it. Kosher means like it's no pork, I guess. It means Jews. Basically, it means if you're Jewish or Muslim, you can get it.
Jewish drink.
But then here's where it gets me. So they have the fucking thing there, right? But then when you take a look at the picture, that's where it gets weird. Because literally... Oh, fuck. Wait a minute. Because, look at this. Super Fruit Infusion, Sonic Energy Refreshed.
Sonic.
Nero is down... Nero is down here. It's called Nero, but we have Sonic even bigger up here at the top. So when I first saw this, I thought it was actually called Sonic. No, it's called Nero. Fucking down here. Like, the fuck?
Dude, the freaking drink looks like a shampoo bottle.
Like, fucking hell. Sonic. No, it's not Sonic. It's Nero. Get it right, dumbass. And then the final one, Vita Coco. Pure coconut water. That sounds gross.
Coconut water is weird. Tastes like nut water. Anyways, moving on.
So yeah, that's the last one in all their lists they have. Well, that took a long ass time.
Okay, so we have freaking... Also, you know what gets me at the freaking keg guy? That guy left the keg filled with liquid, came back years later and decides to drink it.
It was transformed. Like, the fuck? Did it evolve?
Transformers, more than taste the eye.
More than meets the taste buds.
Or that meets the tongue. Teenage Mutant Ninja drink.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Drinkers. Teenage Mutant Ninja Drinkers.
It's a really, really sad show. They're really depressed.
What, TMNT? Oh, yeah. TMND. Man, I love TMND. So interesting. God damn. It's like it's a show that's like, we're here to cover what happens when autistic people drink alcohol. Oh, God.
Autistic turtles. No, autistic people, autistic turtles.
Let's find out. MarioTube drinks some alcohol. Find out what happens.
No.
Jarito. He has to review a Jarito.
I do want a Jarito now, actually, because I'm intrigued by this.
Hey, it's time for another MarioTube food review.
It's not food. And also,
He drinks Sonic shampoo.
You can get it at Sonic
you mentioned earlier,
stores.
Hey Jesse, back in the day, Mario used to do food reviews on the podcast.
Well, that was because Brandon did it, so... And again, they're not food reviews, they're soda reviews.
Brandon did a food review for his last day of school. He's like, Brandon, food review. Let's see what this barbecue banquet is like. And he
was it recorded? Was it recorded?
He didn't record it. He was just making a joke about it.
Damn it! Wouldn't be perfect if I was continuing the series.
A cookie that he had to see. And Pokesaurus was there at the table. And I cut, like, he got his giant cookie and gave half of it to me. Then I tried to give half of it to Pokesaurus, but he was just like, I'll think about it. Then like 30 minutes went by without him eating it. And I'm like, did you ever think about it? And then Brandon just like, just eat it, Jesse. So.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, I'm not even getting shit from my school. It's like, oh, you graduate, great, now get the fuck out.
You graduate.
Hey, got this for 4 years here. Now get the fuck out of here. Now you're trespassing.
Yeah, the only thing I get to have is, oh, you get to leave a little bit earlier before seniors do. They have to stay a couple more days or so. Like, wow, that's such a big deal. Oh. I mean, technically it was a big deal for me back then, but...
Yeah, what's that? You're granulating?
Now you're trespassing.
What is this? You're congratulating? Congratulate and get the fuck out of here.
Congratulations. Also, way back to like 40 minutes ago when we were talking about like the weird English, Britain, and American, there's like 5 different ways to spell fairies. Like there's F-A-I-R-Y-S, then there's like F-A-E-R-I-E-S and F-A-I-R-Y-S. It's like, why?
I think there's like one fairy, like there's like fairies like the pixies in Zelda. Then there's fairies like a boat, but that's also a fairy.
Yeah. There was a SpongeBob episode where freaking SpongeBob and Patrick were like, the Tooth Fairy's gonna come and take your tooth away. And Squidward said that the Tooth Fairy didn't exist, but in actuality there was like a human boat called the Tooth, and so it was a Tooth Fairy. And then Squidward lost the bet, and the bet was that he had to eat a bucket of chum if the Tooth Fairy didn't exist. So then SpongeBob and Patrick shoved chum into his mouth. It was a really weird episode. It is funny though.
Like chum, you even like plankton chum.
But who bought it? But who bought the chum though?
I don't know. Patrick just kind of took it out of nowhere. He just kind of had it.
Oh, so we don't know if Patrick bought the chum or stole it.
No, it was just kind of like a joke. He was like, I do not believe that there's a Tooth Fairy. I'll bet on a bucket of chum, I'm eating a bucket of chum, that the Tooth Fairy doesn't exist. And then SpongeBob's just like, look over there, and it just says the tooth, and it was on a boat. And then after that, Squidward goes crazy, and then after that, Patrick just, like, it cuts to a scene, and Patrick just has a bucket of chum. And he's like, come on, Squidward.
Well, he must have, he must have gotten it from the one fucking place, the chum bucket. I mean, let's be honest. So either Patrick stole it.
You brought it up.
Either Patrick stole it, or Patrick is now a friend of Plankton. God damn it!
You know, so he was his only customer for 20 years. Did you know there was an episode of SpongeBob where there was a genuine chum bucket customer?
I think
so. Like there was actually. Yeah, there was an episode where Plankton got a regular customer.
Well, no, because Karen paid him to eat there.
Yeah, Karen paid him to eat there, and then what happened is that he had to go to the hospital because he had to get a bowel movement, and they had to like open up his stomach.
Oh, there was
you mean get his stomach pumped?
Except for the time where Squidward made the chum edible for a while.
What do you mean he made it edible? He made it edible.
What?
You said
he made it edible. He cooked it so it was edible.
Wait a minute, you're telling me that chum was fucking raw?
Chum was Chum isn't raw. Chum is cum.
I know there's an episode where Squidward did something to the chum and made it so people like to eat it.
Wow.
I do not remember that episode. I just remember the episode Chum is Fun, and they're just like, no, this food tastes horrible, but I like the catchphrase. So.
Oh yeah, I remember that one too.
It's like the place over here. What's it called? The Mexican place that has really, really nice atmosphere. It's like on the South Park episode.
You remember the episode where the milkshake, the kelp shakes were around for?
Oh yeah, the kelp shakes. That episode freaked me out when I was little because it's like, oh man, soft drink, and it's like, oh, it's a third company, and then they start taking over the city, like buildings just start sprouting up. Then it turns out like the kelp shakes are made from like nuclear power, and SpongeBob turns all green and hairy at the end. And then after that, once they finally get their soft drink, Mr. Krabs and Plankton turn all hairy and green. It was a really gross episode.
Wow.
I like how the current topic is just Spung.
Oh shit. Oops. That was unintentional.
Spung.
It's supposed to be SpongeBob, but it typed it. No, the position was so perfect that it came out as Spung. God damn it.
So since Snick's not here today, do you guys have your own Daily Onion or whatever you're calling it for your childhood stories?
I have a childhood story that I can tell you. No. I mean, there's some stuff, but they're like really small and don't really.
Speaking of arguments and stuff, I was thinking about different Marvel and DC heroes and villains and stuff. Do you guys know anything about comics and Marvel and DC at all?
Well, at my school on Friday, people were talking about Infinity War, and like they were around me, and my friend Josh said like, "Hey Jesse, did you know Batman dies in Infinity War?" And I'm just like, Infinity War is Marvel.
Oh god.
So,
I'll think of the different things. I think, if I'm right, I think Hawkeye is Marvel and Green Arrow is the DC equivalent.
I used to think that the Flash was Marvel because he wore red and yellow, and I always associated red with Marvel.
So, is Quicksilver the equivalent of Flash then?
Yeah, but he's way more lame than Flash because he can't run as fast. The Flash could run so fast he could travel through time. Quicksilver can only go like 1,000 miles per hour or something like that.
And I think there's Deathlock for Marvel and Cyborg for DC.
I mean, isn't there Deadpool and Deathstroke? But Deadpool is like way more popular.
I hadn't even heard Deathstroke.
Deathstroke, he's black and orange and is basically exactly like Deadpool, except he doesn't talk as much. He's more of a badass rather than a jokester like Deadpool is.
So he's DC?
Yeah, he's DC. He's in a Batman game, like a Batman Arkham game. So.
Who else is there? So is it Superman and Captain Marvel, those the equivalents? What is the Marvel for Superman? Is it Captain Marvel? Is it Captain America?
Captain Marvel is pretty cool. I saw this one skit on the Mad TV show. If you know what Mad is, it used to be a comic book.
Yeah, I'm
pretty sure they still sell comics.
Yeah, they still sell comics, and they eventually turned into a small show on Cartoon Network.
It used to be a reality show. It used to be like in the 90s there was like a Mad TV live action Saturday Night Live thing.
But anyways, during the 2000, I think around 2011, 2010, around that time, there was a Mad TV show, and there was a skit showing Captain Marvelous, except he was like Captain something else, and he just over-exaggerated everything. Like, he's just like, I'm gonna go and make you an ultra super delicious, and then, like, he kept going with so many different acronyms. Like, it was like
adjectives or adverbs or
yeah, the suffixes. Like, there were just so many. Like, there were like 60 before he got to sandwich. It was ridiculous. You have to think about it. The Mad TV show is actually pretty decent. They had a Super Mario one. Super Mario clip that was kind of funny. And
what would the VC for Black Widow be? Or is there one?
I'm not sure.
Or is there a DC for DC equivalent of the Hulk?
There's Bane, but he's a bad guy.
Wait, what does the Fantastic Four belong to?
Marvel.
Wait,
So
are
what
you
is the
sure? I
Hulk?
thought that was DC.
No, Fantastic Four is Marvel.
So if Fantastic Four is Marvel, then what does the Hulk belong to?
Marvel.
So Marvel has a fucking Hulk equivalent of itself.
Anyways, Adam, you should watch.
What do you mean it has a equivalent of itself?
Well, because you're saying you both are saying, oh, does this company has an equivalent version of this character in this company? So I figured, okay, well,
the Hulk was in Infinity War. So Hulk had been every adventure movie we had so far.
Why wasn't the Fantastic Four in Infinity War?
Because
or are they on Sony?
No, it's because Marvel sold the rights to the Marvel company sold the rights to Fantastic Four to Fox back in the day, so they can make money.
Well, the reason why I asked that question was because the guy that looks like a fucking orange rock in Fantastic Four just looks like a knockoff version of the Hulk. He always looked like a knockoff to me whenever I saw him. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Hulk looks more genuine.
They're owned by the same thing. They're both Marvel.
Am I the only person who actually liked the Fantastic Four movie? The original Fantastic Four movie, not the new one. I used to actually like that when I was little. Nowadays, it's really bad.
Yeah, the one... back in the 2000s. Early 2000s.
Yeah, where it's like half of it was them getting their powers and the other half of them was fighting, what's-his-face, Doomsday.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, back to the topic, is there a DC version of Spider-Man?
No. No. I mean, Batman, kind of, because he is
No, I think Batman's more Iron Man. Because
they're
both rich, and they both have no powers.
But does Iron Man have parents? Does Iron Man have...
Their both parents were killed.
But listen, Batman, though, he's a mixture of animals, slash, like, humans, so like Batman.
But he's also they're both Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne are rich people that made costumes for their...
Listen, there's also, he uses his grappling hook to swing around. And yeah, I always thought he was like kind of close to Spider-Man. I thought he was like the dark version of Spider-Man, even though there is Venom. So
no, I still say he's still more Iron Man than Spider-Man.
Well,
characters to Iron Man, but his concept is closer to Spider-Man.
I mean, I wouldn't really call Batman entirely an equivalent of Iron Man, because at least with Iron Man, as long as he has his suit, then you could call his suit his superpower, because it does things that, Batman couldn't even dream of, pretty much. However, Batman is more of... I always saw him more of as a person without superpowers, but pretty much made himself stronger with the use of tools and making his body exercised, and,
True,
all
but
that
their
stuff.
secret identities are the same. Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne.
I don't know what you mean.
I said, The characters are
which
similar.
orphans?
Oh, well, oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I mean, they are similar, I guess, but in terms of their functionality as heroes, then, yeah.
I think the biggest difference between DC and Marvel is, in Marvel, everyone knows their secret identities. In DC, no one knows the secret identities.
But is there even a reason for a secret identity?
No.
Yeah. Well, kind of. They stay so the villains can't attack their families.
Even though Spider-Man's uncle got fucked, but that was his fault. So
actually, yeah. In the first Spider-Man movie with the Tobey Maguire in the first one, once the Green Goblin knew his identity, he stole Aunt May. He captured her. He stole Aunt May, and he also stole Mary Jane.
Well, I guess that, and I was actually referring to the burglar, but yeah, I guess that too. The only problem with the burglar one was that it was literally Spider-Man's fault because he didn't do shit about him.
Anyways, the video I sent, if you look inside the Skype thing, that video I sent, that's the Mad Mario segment, where Mario jumps on a Goomba and the other Goomba has an existential crisis.
Was it from Cartoon Network?
It says CN on the thumbnail.
I already saw it. Not when you sent it, but way before that.
Yeah. I saw that years ago, and I saved that on my DVR because I thought it was really funny, but looking back, it's not actually that funny. I was just seeing if you guys knew it. What? There's a video titled Mario Farts by Vsauce.
You know what? I don't want to know. I just
it's a
don't
video
want
of
to know.
Mario jumping and making fart sounds. Okay, whatever. Yeah, Vsauce. Vsauce Michael created that.
Are you fucking... Which one?
It was uploaded by Vsauce1, just regular Vsauce.
Oh my fucking god. Why? Someone must have fucking hacked in their account or something, because that just sounds like something they would never do.
Yeah. It's also...
If they actually did upload it, I hope they uploaded it on April 1st.
No, that was uploaded 9 years ago. I remember seeing that when PewDiePie was, still making gaming videos, so...
Oh, did you ever watch a PewDiePie podcast episode?
No. I don't watch PewDiePie.
We made a whole episode dedicated to PewDiePie. How he sucks and is an idiot. What was it about? I remember now. How he was going to end his YouTube channel or in his Twitch channel. But then he didn't.
Yeah. No, what he did is he deleted his second channel that nobody knew about as a joke.
See, okay, you want to know my reasons why I hate PewDiePie?
Also, I'm gonna say something real fast, but I forgot it because Mario just said that and made my mind delete what I was thinking. So I hate you. Anyways, go on.
So, okay, 2 reasons why I hate PewDiePie. 1. At one point, he legit tried getting rid of his comment section just to force people to make comments on his videos on Twitter. And 2nd, he's so cringy to the point that the last video I saw him do was literally him slapping his ass while in just only boxers. I'm not even kidding. That was an actual thing I saw on his fucking channel. He is so cringy, he actually went to those levels. And those 2 reasons specifically are why I hate him and will never watch him again. And yes, I did watch him at one point, but that was when I was below 12 years, so I don't think you really blame me.
You want to know something? You want to know the last PewDiePie video I saw? It was actually fairly recently.
What?
It was a thing titled Meme Review, and in it was Smash 5 reactions, and for 5 seconds they're like, oh my god, Smash 5 got revealed, Super Smash Brothers. People are excited for a game that's been on every single Nintendo console for the past few years. And then he said, stop acting like babies and grow up, it's just a game. So...
Okay, but you can't just really say that, though. Because there's a whole fucking community. You can't just tell a community, oh, get over it. It's just another Smash game. Like, why? I mean, you could say that if it was a Call of Duty game at least, because that is generic, but Smash is actually unique. I mean, yeah, it's a similar playstyle, but still, it's unique.
Only 5 games, but yeah, what he said every single Nintendo console, and it literally only said N64, GameCube, Wii U. That's all that showed up.
Well, no. Well, I'm assuming he meant as in every single Nintendo game the past few years, as in since the beginning of the Smash series.
Yeah.
Which would start on N64, so in that case, yeah, he is kind of right. It is on pretty much every home Nintendo console, plus the addition of the 3DS version, so yeah, he's not wrong on that. But his opinion is wrong on oh, get over it, it's Smash.
Oh, Adam, why are you laughing? This is serious. Anyways, here's PewDiePie quote unquote roasting Etika, because he's the person who said get over it and stop being excited over Smash Brothers. So,
oh my god.
If you want to see that, you can. Etika, what he did, he laughed it off and said that PewDiePie was just joking around. So, I mean, you could watch it if you want. Are you watching it?
Not right now.
Oh yeah. How much of the podcast do you have left? Only 20 minutes?
About.
Well, 20 minutes if we end it right now.
Oh, sorry, not 20 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh.
And what were we gonna say, Mandela?
Well, it depends if we're out of subjects now, I guess.
Well, that
we're
too.
kind of out.
Yeah, 2 hours is more like a baseline than like actual hard set rule.
Leo.
Well, what do you mean by baseline exactly?
I mean, sometimes we end it earlier. You know, other than we can go a little bit further if we're into a topic, really. But if we're like rambling about stuff, we can end it whenever we want to.
Well, see, the whole point of the 2 hour thing is to have that as a general max limit. Yes, we have gone past it sometimes, but with good reason. Yeah, but most of the time, it's either 2 hours maximum or under.
Yeah, like I said, it's not a hard set rule. 2 hours. In it now! In it now! In it now! And like, bye! Click. Like they've written you like you're like this rewards system. And like I like to think they play you off. They play you off.
Okay, do you know what I find really annoying about something like that? It's like when teachers are like, guys, sit down. There's still 2 minutes of class time left. And I'm just sitting there like...
Oh my fucking god, that bullshit. You know what one of my classes in Colorado at Mountain Range told us before? What? They told us, and this is in the last hour class, if you guys continue talking or something like that, then I'm going to hold you here for a certain amount of time. And they'd say that, and then we'd respond with, what about us people that ride the bus? Oh, well, that's too bad for you. And you know what I thought about doing sometimes?
Just leaving?
Yeah, pretty much. Just fucking straight up leaving. It's like, if you're going to make us sit here, I'm going to wait a certain amount of time, and if you're still making us sit here, I'm going to get up and leave. Don't give a shit what you say, because I got a fucking bus to catch. You're not going to make me sit here and miss a bus. That's fucking bullshit.
They used to do that to us, but it was more like at lunchtime. But we got late for lunch. That way we had less time for recess.
Actually,
oh my god.
That's illegal for them to do that. They don't actually have custody of you after school. They still have custody of you if you're elementary school and lunch, so they can hold you at lunch. But like if it's like past 3, then they can't do that. They can't hold you in.
I mean, unless it's a detention, then yeah, they could.
Usually in middle school, they kicked us out. Like in middle school one time, I was staying around school, cleaning out my locker. Like they're like, leave. Like, but the school's over with. You have to get off the property now. Like,
wow, really?
Yeah, really. They're like, get out.
After a certain time?
Yeah.
That's what my school is like, too. They do the same exact thing, except the only way they see it acceptable for you being there after a certain time is if you're with a teacher or you're in, like, a sports club thing. Those are the only... Those are the only times... Well, I guess club in general, but those are the only times where it's okay. If you don't have a teacher with you and you're just either in the quad, the outside areas, or in the hallways, after it hits 3, they will literally try and kick you out. It's fucking bullshit. And not only that, but they even lock the doors, so after a certain time, you can't even get in unless someone else walks out of the fucking building, so then you can have an open door right then and there. Or unless you get extremely lucky, in that I mean the door is just somehow barely open enough to still allow you to access the building.
I do that during lunchtime. Before I had my ID and my library pass. Okay, so you know how in Mountain Range there was a key section where there'd be a teacher sitting at like in the middle of the hallway, like the intersection of the hallway.
Yeah.
And she would ask you your ID.
Yeah.
Apparently you need a library pass plus your ID now in order to go through.
What the fuck is a wait a minute, library pass? What are you talking about?
In order to go to the library on your off hour for this year, for no reason at all, they decided to make it a freaking rule to go to the library, ask them to print out a pass for you, so you have a little slip of paper that says you can go to the library on your off hour.
Oh, wait a second.
As opposed to a hall pass?
Oh, wait a fucking minute. You're talking... Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, but is it required to go to the library at all?
Yes. Well, no, you don't need it to go to the library at all. It's only on your off hour. And if you don't have that library pass, then they just won't let you go through the hallway at all. So even
what the fuck?
Like,
are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're just like, oh, since you don't have a library pass, you can't go through this hallway. And it's just like, well, we have to do stuff other than going to the library. Like, I would have to work on the media project in Norfolk's room, but I wouldn't be able to do that if I don't have my library pass.
So even if you tell them that I'm going to a teacher, they still won't let you through?
No, they'd ask like, well, did the teacher give you a pass? Then no, sorry.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I have a really...
That is extremely bullshit, because, see, if my first 2 years there, which would be about, okay, freshman was 3 to 4 years ago, and sophomore was 2 to 3 years ago, to get to a teacher without a pass, tell them that you were going to a specific teacher, and if they asked what for, you tell them what you were doing, and then they should let you through. But apparently now they're just like, okay, well, you need a pass, otherwise you're fucking screwed, bud. Like, what the fuck?
I've actually bullshitted some teachers and some cafeteria ladies before, and one time I didn't have enough money to eat lunch, and I was extremely, like, just starving and needed food. So then I tell her, oh, my dad put in money, it must still be pending, and then she's like, oh, that's fine, you could eat, and I got a free lunch. So, but anyways, one time I was walking through the hallway, and she says, do you have a library pass? And I'm just like, oh, it's in my backpack, let me just get it out. And my backpack is just filled to the brim with stuff, and I just sit there, going through my backpack, pretending to look for a library pass, and I was holding up a bunch of people, and then she's just like, just go, just go, and then I just leave. So.
You know one bullshit thing I had to deal with one time?
What?
So, we were in the library, and it was literally, the day was about to end. And for some fucking reason, there was this one person standing in everybody's way when they were trying to leave the library. And for whatever fucking reason, this one person didn't allow anybody to exit the library unless they had their school ID. It
What?
made it... Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It was fucking stupid.
Like a security guard, like Kevin?
It wasn't even no, it wasn't even a security guard. It was literally someone that I have never seen before. So it was just some random staff member that I've never seen once stopping me from going out of the fucking library. It was retarded.
Like, what are they gonna do if somebody doesn't have their ID? Are they just gonna stay in there for, like, overnight? Like, what?
No, they just... No, the whole thing that they were trying to do was they were trying to not allow people to leave the library before the bell rang. To leave the school. And they only let people out after the bell rang. It was fucking retarded. Like, what was the whole point of that? You could have just let people the fuck out anyways. Like, what the hell is your problem? In fact, actually, when I was there, you had to have your ID to even go in the library because it was like a sign-in thing. So you had to get your ID scanned in order to even stay in the library at all. So, with that logic, basically, they were blocking us for no fucking reason.
Do you know what? They still do that at Mountain Range, but they basically don't care anymore. They straight up, like, they don't even care if you, wave your ID underneath the thing. That, or they just don't notice me blatantly walking in front of them, not putting my ID underneath the scan thing. So, I think they just don't care that much anymore.
You wanna know one thing my school started doing?
Eating pant.
So, okay, they made us fucking... Okay, when I was there the first year, you know, when you needed to use the bathroom, you asked for the bathroom, and they okay you, and then you just go to the bathroom, and that was it. That was the end of it. No, now, you have to ask for the bathroom, and then you're supposed to sign out, then grab this huge fucking piece of plastic that said hall pass or whatever on it, and then you had to go to the bathroom, and then you had to come back, and then you had to sign back in, and then that's it. Even though nobody fucking cared after a certain point, and they just only took the pass. It was so stupid that they still made us take the pass, even if the bathroom was as close as literally across the hall.
You know what's even more stupid? At Mountain Range, some teachers do it and some teachers don't. Some teachers have you sign out with no hallway pass, and some teachers just have a hallway pass, and some teachers don't care.
Wow.
Yeah, and some teachers won't let you go if somebody else leaves, and that's fine. But when like a girl leaves and like they're going to a different bathroom and they won't let you go, it's like, what? Confused. Why can't they go? Right? And then it builds up a line of like 6 people, and it takes like 20 minutes before you could go. Stupid.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Fucking
no.
Wow.
There was a kid in 1st grade, and the teachers, right, always say if you need something to raise your hand, right? This kid was raising his hand for like 30 minutes, and apparently he needed to go to the bathroom, and when he asked the teacher said no after holding his hand up for like 25 minutes, so he ended up going to the bathroom in his pants. So,
oh my
yeah.
god. Wow.
Yeah.
That happened at work one time. They would let somebody go there and drive through, use the bathroom, so she kind of peed her pants.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. One last thing I want to fucking say. Oh god damn it! What the hell was it? I just had it. Oh yeah. So, okay. My theater teacher instead of like other teachers where you had to hold your hand and wait for them to okay you, if my theater teacher was in the middle of, you know, his speech, I guess you could call it, if you fucking did something like this, which is supposed to be the sign language of the bathroom or whatever, if you did this, he would nod as he's talking, and that's your signification that you can leave and go to the bathroom. But here's one thing that is stupid about this teacher's bathroom. This teacher has a whole separate building to himself, so that also means that he has bathrooms there as well. And I'm not gonna fucking lie, his bathrooms are the most dirtiest bathrooms I've ever fucking seen, because like, it looks like it has not been spruced up anytime soon at all. Like, there doesn't seem to be remodeling or anything. It was so fucking disgusting looking. Like, there wasn't anything particularly on the floor, but what made it really disgusting was the toilet seat. It was so bad, it was tinted yellow. And I just fucking thought, wow, if that seat is tinted yellow, that's fucking disgusting. So I pretty much one day said fuck that and just went to a nearby building, which wasn't even that far away, and just used that other building's bathroom, which is heaps cleaner, like fucking million times cleaner than my theater teacher's bathroom. And after I came back, they asked where I was, and I replied in the bathroom and then it was like their buildings are lettered, so I said B because that was the closest one to us. And he asked me why, or the teacher asked me why. I told him because the bathroom that you have is tinted yellow and that's gross. And he said, I think he said something along the lines of it's not dirty or anything, it's fine. And he really seemed to act as though that it's not okay for us to go to a different fucking building bathroom just to use a cleaner bathroom. And he didn't tell me I couldn't do it, but he seemed really annoyed about it when I told him. So it's like, oh, it's secretly not okay to do that, even though it's literally right fucking there, and that's what the whole pass thing is for, to allow us to do shit like that. So I don't see what the problem is.
He got offended that he called his bathrooms dirty, even though he's probably never even walked into it. So
they are dirty.
It's amazing, Mario.
Seriously, why is the fucking seat tinted yellow if it's so clean then? What the fuck? Like, if it's tinted yellow, that signifies to me that people pissed on it so fucking much that they stained the plastic on it. Or I don't even think it's I don't know if it's plastic. It must be plastic, but whatever it is, it fucking stained yellow, and it was all around the fucking top of it. Yeah, you think I'm gonna fucking use that? Hell no.
Like, sure was like, so it was like painted yellow. It was just
no, it wasn't. Yellow. No, it wasn't painted. It was piss yellow. Like, you could tell that it was like a stain. It is not painted at all. Like, if it was painted, it would have been a much more solid yellow. It was not a solid paint yellow. It was like a piss stain yellow.
It was gradient.
Yeah, it was like that. And it was disgusting. So I said, fuck that bathroom, and just used a different bathroom that was way more cleaner.
I don't want
that was my last thing I wanted to say.
No, somebody tried to clog a sink by throwing a bunch of toilet paper into it one time. I just walked into a bathroom. There's just like a bunch of like rolls of toilet paper inside the sink, and I'm just like, what are you doing? So,
god damn.
There's this a story my friend had, which was also really funny.
You better make this quick because we're over. You better make this quick because we're over the 2-hour limit by 4 minutes.
And he was walking down the hallway, and apparently he just heard a gigantic fart and somebody going, "Ah!" like that when he was walking down the hallway, and he laughed really hard. So that's it.
Alright, time for the wrap up. Alright, today what did we learn today? Today we learned that
time is made by a person and is just fucking there. Doesn't matter where the week starts or ends.
Yeah. And we've learned that all of the bathrooms that Mario goes to is gross.
And we also learned all the kinds of sodas that the Dr. Pepper and Snapple Incorporated owns.
And we also learned there's a million different languages and like 20 different dialects for each language.
Pristine Mexican soda as well. We learned about Jarritos.
Yeah, Dorito. No, fuck the Dorito and Mountain Dew combo. We need the Dorito and Jarrito combo.
And we learned about corn syrup and different kinds of milk.
No, well, we need like Taki and Jarrito, like Mexican MLG.
Well, join us this Tuesday for episode 130, or otherwise known as season 6, episode 40 of the Talking Time with Caffeine. Where hopefully Snickle will make an appearance again. I have no idea where he's at today. Either family things or he was sleeping, probably. One or the other. But join us Tuesday for another episode of Talking Time with Caffeine. Remember, guys, never stop learning and enjoy the randomness. We'll see you then.
Bye. Bye. What the fuck?
Huh?